It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Hi guys! So today I actually just wanted to do something a little bit totally different and out of the norm. As you know, the holidays are among us. Happy December. And that means that so many of you couples are starting to take really cute photos of each other and yourselves, like on selfies and things like that. But I think they could be just a little bit improved. So that's what I'm here today to show you. I've got 3 tips plus something special, so stay tuned. And if you guys like this, please leave a message in the comments so I actually know, because that's always helpful. And if you think I should do some more, let me know. All right, let's get started. Alrighty guys, so my first tip is actually for when Lily here. Well, by the way, firstly, meet Lily and Steven. They're gonna be my models for the day. So one of the things I've noticed with couples when they're taking photos is she's obviously gonna be holding the camera a lot, because what girl doesn't like to take photos of her and her man when they're looking like this? I'm very excited, by the way. And so what I'm gonna have them do is, Lily, you're gonna hold the camera up, right? Very typical selfie position, right? Steven is going to get his head as close as he possibly can to hers. Yep, and even still, I'm actually going to have you go just a little bit in front of him. Just like that. And Steven, you're going to put your hand right there on her waist. See how close you guys can get with that? That's one tip that I just like to do. And as close as their heads can get, so that way when they're looking at the camera, it's just really cute. You guys can actually take a photo. I'll show you this later. So that's one thing that I have for when she's holding onto the camera. And the next one is going to be holding around her head, I'm going to say, around her neck. But when you do this, it's one of those like just really awesome, cute photos where you guys look as loving as you possibly can. Main key here, don't choke her. It's a light thing. My last main tip is actually, if you guys can go back into that same position, this is just a bonus tip for you guys, because I absolutely love this. If you really want to make her feel extra good, which you always should, give her a kiss on the side of the head. She won't be expecting that, but it's so cute, and I absolutely love it. So that is tip number 1. Hi guys, so our tip number 2 is for when he is holding onto the camera. Because let's be real, guys, if you can hold onto the camera, you might actually take less selfies. But you have to make them look really good. So one of my favorite things to do is to always make her look a little bit smaller. Lily's already pretty small and tiny. However, if she doesn't have to look big, why make her look big? So Steven's gonna help me out with that. One thing that he's gonna do is always the most flattering angle, right? He's gonna put the camera though, instead of being right in front of them, just a little bit over here to the side. Always makes him just look a little bit more broad-shouldered, her a little bit more tiny. Who doesn't love that? Also, this is what I'm going to call my awkward hug, guys. So, Steven's already practiced this, thankfully. But he's going to put his arm around the top of her shoulder there. Lily's going to put her body into him. And her hand. Nobody ever knows what to do with their hand. When in doubt, put your hand on his chest and really lean in. And always touch heads. They're going to take a quick selfie here for me because that's cute, right?
You got it.
Yeah, cool. One of the next things is they're going to stay in this exact same position. And as a bonus tip for you guys, if you guys just ask her to look at you and touch foreheads or something like that. Just say, hey, I just want to lean in close, and you guys are there just going to touch foreheads. Oh, because, isn't that cute too? That's just such an easy bonus. So if you don't want to put your hand on her shoulder like that, because it feels a little bit awkward, put your hand around her waist. That's what Steven's going to do here. Waist is the tiniest part of her body. And always pull her in close. And she's gonna do the same thing with her hand right up here. And see, isn't that cute? That is tip number 2, guys. Alrighty guys, so tip number 3 is when you guys are trying to take a photo of you two, a selfie with you two, and a landscape. Yes, we are using the post office today as our landscape. I hope you guys can still hear me too with the cars. Hopefully. So one thing that I like to do is I like to split the camera up into rule of thirds. Most photographers know what this is, and you're going to see it in the next little slide here.
So just real quick, guys, this is what it looks like to break up your screen into the rule of thirds. You're literally breaking it up into 9 different parts. And so anytime that faces are on one of these thirds, it just looks more flattering. Okay, now back to the real stuff.
And so for that, you guys are going to try and put yourselves into one of those thirds in the bottom. So if you have a horizontal photo, you guys are going to go into the awkward hug. It just works out so well and you guys look really cute. So Steven's going to help me out with the horizontal photo here. There we go. And what he's going to have is, this is really awesome. He's even going to go up probably just a little bit like that. So again, Lily's going to look super, super small. He gets to look nice and broad-shouldered and awesome. Why not, right? And so anytime you guys are doing something like this, it's perfect for if you have a landscape behind you that's a Christmas tree or mountains, water, anything like that is awesome. When you have a vertical scene like this, sorry about the cars, but when you have a vertical scene like this, you can easily just take that horizontal camera and turn it vertically. It's this amazing thing. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to place yourselves in the bottom third of that screen. And anytime you guys can do this, even touching heads again, because, you know, why not? Extra cuteness. And that is tip number 3, guys. Alrighty guys, so this is my bonus tip. So this is if somebody else has your camera, which by the way, this is super cute and I love this. But this is if somebody else has your camera and they're taking photos of you, which happens a lot of times at events, for couples especially. So one thing that I always recommend is when somebody's taking a photo of you, again, Steven's gonna help Lily out by showing off how beautiful she is and pulling her in by the waist. Always very, very helpful. If he has his hand in his pocket, his thumb is always gonna be out. That's just something I give all of my couples as tips. His body, there we go, his body is gonna be facing just a little bit more towards the camera itself. I know, right? I know, gotcha. But her body is gonna be facing in towards him. Her hand is gonna go either up on the chest or even just a little bit lower, whatever feels comfortable to her. And any time that you guys can have your heads touching or at least very, very close, always works, right? As a bonus tip, anytime you do this in front of the camera is so cute, and make sure somebody captures that for you, please, as just a thing to me, please. So that is one thing that you can do. The next thing I'd recommend is with his hand, instead of it being here in his pocket, he's gonna put it right here on her waist, again, emphasizing how tiny she is by pulling her in. And that's just what you gotta do. Bonus tip, kiss her on the side of the head there when she's looking. Always cute, guys, right? So that's it, guys. That's what I have for you today. Let me know if you liked it, please, by commenting below. And if you wanna see anything more. All right, have a great day.
I remember when you were here and all the fun we had last year.